In today's video, I'll show you 4 things you can do right now to prepare your garden soil for the upcoming growing season. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and click the bell to receive new video notifications. Your support is greatly appreciated. When preparing garden soil for a new planting, do so at least 1 to 2 months ahead of time. But don't worry if you don't have time. We'll cover that as well, so you can jumpstart your garden and start planting right away. So let's get started. On step 1, garden cleanup. The first step in preparing garden soil is to clean up the garden area. This includes pulling any weeds or old plants that are no longer needed. While this may appear simple, it is critical to tackle weeds early in the season. Weeds grow rapidly as the weather warms, and they may even flower and spread seeds, increasing your workload later on. Simply grab and pull the weeds. To minimize soil disturbance, do this while the plants are still small. When weeds grow larger, pulling them can disrupt your soil's natural microbiome, which is critical to plant health. Removing old plants requires more care because your soil is a living ecosystem of fungi and bacteria that decompose organic matter and release nutrients. For example, removing an old pepper plant with a large root mass may cause soil damage. Instead, use pruning shears to cut down the plant and leave the root mass to decompose naturally. This reduces soil disturbance and allows beneficial microorganisms to continue their work. Step 2. Add soil amendments. Once your garden has been cleaned, it is time to apply organic soil amendments. These materials take time to decompose, so add them 1 to 2 months before planting. If you have the luxury of time, 6 to 8 weeks, you can include kitchen waste like banana peels, coffee grounds, and vegetable trimmings. Kitchen waste can be spread on top of the soil or buried in the bed. If you want to start planting in your bed right away and don't have 6 to 8 weeks to wait, bone meal is a great option. Bone meal allows for the rapid release of essential nutrients, particularly phosphorus, which promotes root development and flowering. Before applying these amendments, remove any mulch that is on top of the soil. To be properly mixed, the amendments must come into direct contact with the soil. Step 3. Apply compost. After applying soil amendments, cover your garden bed with a layer of compost that is 1 to 2 inches deep. Compost contains beneficial bacteria and fungi that aid in the decomposition of organic materials. This is an important step because the compost breaks down the kitchen scraps and other amendments added in the previous step. Depending on your resources, you can use store-bought organic compost or make your own compost. Spread the compost evenly throughout your garden bed, making sure it covers all of the amendments. This creates a nutrient-rich environment that encourages healthy plant growth. Step 4. Protect your soil or plant right now. The final step in preparing garden soil is to cover it until you're ready to plant. If you will not be planting right away, cover your garden bed with a tarp or mulch. This protection prevents the compost and soil amendments from being damaged by the sun or washed away by heavy rain. Covering your garden bed also helps to retain moisture and heat, which are required for decomposition. When preparing your soil in the winter, a tarp can help trap heat and speed up the breakdown of organic matter. During the warmer months, a mulch layer can provide comparable protection. If you need to plant right away and don't have time to wait for the amendments to break down, avoid using kitchen scraps and instead use organic fertilizers like bone meal and compost. Plant your seeds or transplants directly into the soil. This ensures that your plants receive the nutrients they require right away. We would love to hear about your favorite organic methods in the comments. Don't forget to check out the video links in the description for additional recipes and step-by-step instructions on how to make your own nutrient-rich fertilizer. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more gardening tips, please like, subscribe, and watch our other videos.